Hi peeps. I should start off this video by saying hello Sunday, but as you can see it's actually Saturday because it's Saturday night. But as I'm doing my live in about an hour's time, I thought I would just leave this video and put it up for Sunday morning. So that's why I'm saying hello, happy Sunday. If you're in the UK, you will have had an extra hour in bed. And talking about extra hour, I need to set my timer because, as you know, I waffle. Who, me? Yes, I waffle. Yes, I do. So I need to set my timer. There we go. It'll then tell me, shut up. Right, new behind me. We got a new chair. We are in the process of finally doing up the conservatory, and we have actually got a new table, and you can see it in the distance there. It's a bigger table with 6 chairs because come Christmas, high days, holidays or whatever, we have more people than 4. Oh, my daughter-in-law has 3 children, and why does it always happen when I make a video? My daughter-in-law has 3 children and they have children, and it goes, yeah. I'm just having a conversation with Tracy actually from Crochet Rocks. Brilliant. I love the fact that she does the crochet magazine reviews because I'm a pensioner these days and I used to buy every crochet magazine that was going. Spend all my money on crochet magazines, find I don't like them and then give them all away, which I did before I left here, gave them mostly away. So I've started being a little bit more frugal because I've got things to save up for, you know. Today it was a new basket. My scooter didn't come with a basket. I've got a new mobility scooter in case you missed the photos. It's very, very tall and it looks like the Pope mobile, if you remember that. In fact, it's so tall a 7-foot guy could sit in it and not have any problems with the height, yeah? And I also cannot see through the wing mirrors. They were up here somewhere. Whoop. My son did lower them down, but I still can't see. So, as I'm in imminent danger of mowing down a poor cyclist on the seafront, I decided to invest in a rear view mirror, right? So that is what I've got. Hopefully it's a stick-on one. I haven't looked. Hopefully. I'll undo it later. I'll show you the Boy, am I popular. I never get any messages when I'm not on here. I think people must say, oh, she's on. She's on the video. I'll send her a quick message, yeah. Well, what have I else been buying? I've been buying 2 lovely ladies. I think, what she called Claire, from Crochet by Claire, calls them Mrs. Foamy Head. They're a little bit small for actual human heads, but hey ho, they do. It's from a craft fair. So they're modelling 2 headbands. And I've got more headbands in the shed that I do need to go in and sort out. And what else have I got? Oh, I've got another one there. Another one. Today I've been deconstructing the cakes of yarn that I bought, the cotton. I was making this shawl, which is turning up rather nicely. It's an actual tutorial from Maisie and Ruth. I think it's a free tutorial on YouTube if you can see it. But the next colour in the cake was that, which might look as though it goes together, but it didn't. This is a blue like the sky blue. This is like a jade blue, if you can say a jade blue. Kingfisher blue with pink. But the next colour was even more ridiculous. It was green. So I thought, no, it does not go. So I've been finding other cakes that are like these and deconstructing them by taking the blue. Like on this one I would take the blue from the outside, and on this one I would take the blue from the inside. So I know it sounds a bit daft having to chop and change, but you can't really use the cake as it is. I mean, that one isn't bad. I don't know, I'd put the yellow with that brownie colour, but I wouldn't put that pink with it, and I definitely wouldn't put the blue. And with this one, the first three colours are fine, but I wouldn't put green. Maybe it's just me being picky, I don't know, but the other shawls that went like that didn't look too bad. But when you're doing a shawl that's going to finish up in a straight line, it's not going to look so clever, is it? So I've been unravelling blues. I don't mind a different shade of blue going into it because it will look like it's tonal, you know. But I'm hoping to make all of this shawl in blues, yeah. I finished the other one, the shawl, the purple shawl, well, yellow. Now this, you see, I don't mind because it's completely different colours. It doesn't even attempt to be the same kind of colours, does it? So it starts off with lemon, then it goes to a lime green, then it goes to more like a leafy green, and then it goes to purple. Now to me that's logical, and people who've seen it so far have said, oh, we like that, oh, isn't it lovely? So fingers crossed that they actually sell. I was just discussing that actually just a few minutes ago with my friend, and we were saying, like, you know, these newcomers that come up that can barely crochet, they've been crocheting about 12 months, you know. They're now doing videos, tutorials, and they're getting, you know, they're making barely finished basic things, you know, and selling them for mega bucks and that. And like me, who's been around for 60 years, you know, obviously, like Tom Daly, I need to learn how to do synchronised diving because, like, the guy makes his money doing synchronised diving, and now he's doing crochet and knit. Come on, Tom, leave it for the rest of us, please. You don't have to dive into everything, do you? You know what I mean? You get that? Dive into everything. Yeah, anyway, that's... Oh, I did buy... Oh, I can't show you if I unscrew it. I thought I'd brought my wool ball winder with me, but when I came to try to use it, it was one that needed the combs that went over the top, and I never brought the combs, did I? I don't know what happened to them. Maybe they're around somewhere, maybe they're not. I haven't seen them anyway since I moved here, so I had to buy a new one. It's very tacky, you know, made in China, but what else do you want? But if I buy the one that comes from, the one that I really like, you know, it's a lovely, gorgeous wooden one and everything like that. It's about £100. I think the cheapest I've seen it's £88. It's like, no. My pension does not stretch. It stretches to a basket and a review mirror. The scooter I didn't have to pay for because it comes, I pay for it monthly. It's rental. Boy, I've given it a name. It's called the Squeakmobile because my son has tried his best to tighten up. It's got like a very flimsy canopy that goes like that when you go down the road. My son's tried to screw it up. I have told the scooter man, I said to him, you didn't let me know it was a Squeakmobile. He said, oh, is it really that bad? I said, yeah, it's quite... I'm going down the road. I don't need a horn. You know, people can hear me. Like the other scooter used to whine. And everybody used to be turning around. What the hell's that noise? This one goes... And it's very irritating. Yeah, very, very irritating. But apart from that, it's cosy and it's warm. And the other day I went down to Cleveland's and it was overtopping. That means the waves were coming over onto the actual walk, the bit you're supposed to walk up and down on. And they were coming over the top and over the top. I was nice and dry. I would have been drowned. And I'm thinking, am I taking a chance here? Because it was windy, you know. I thought me and my Pope-mobile will may finish up on its side. But actually the top bit is so flimsy that it doesn't weigh much. So the weight of the actual scooter, I think, will keep it pinned, yeah. I am still, you know, like I said, the thing that was bothering me was when I went out at night, because I couldn't see through these wings. I mean, my sons actually, they were up here. And my son's turned them round and pointed them downwards, which it would be great. But the plastic sides, they sort of wiggle about like that and they distort your vision. So which is why I bought the rear view, I can't say that word, rear view mirror, to stick on, because it's solid perspex at the front and at the rear. Yeah. But it didn't come with a basket, so there's nowhere to put your shoppings. In fact, I'd gone out the other day and I hadn't brought my sunglasses and I was like squinting all the way up the seafront because my eyes are terrible in sunshine. So that's why I thought I should go old school. I'll go old-fashioned, because it fastens on with leather straps. Oh, I'm so popular. Fastens on with leather straps, so I can actually, you know, unfasten it and fasten it as I go along, yeah. What else did I get? Well, I think I told you the other day, didn't I, that all the necklaces turned up. Well, because the necklaces didn't turn up, I actually ordered some more. I'm wearing one of them, if you can see it. Wearing one of them, so I have to zoom in. And these others came with it. There's that one, which I may not keep because it's actually very short and I don't like anything that chokes me. So that may be going. This one will definitely go. I don't know whether my friend, it's beautiful, isn't it? But it's way too short. But she, you know, my friend's making Christmas ornaments, so that may finish up on some kind of a Christmas ornament or on a key ring or something like that for our craft fair. Oh, this is the beads I was wearing the other day, so these are not new. But there is one that's very similar, but it's shorter. These are like grey and silver. I'll be keeping most of these actually. And this one, of course, because it's purple. It's a little on the short side, but I think I can get away with it because it's got a longer chain that I can sort of hook into. You know, if I don't hook into the main ring, I could hook into one that goes a bit further. I like the one in the middle. It's like, it's purple actually, not royal blue like it's shown on the camera. It's like a plaited sort of cord. That's very pretty. And they always remind me of like, you know, the incense things that the Roman Catholics swing. Oh, I used to love the smell of those. My aunt, well, my dad's family were all Roman Catholic, as we used to call them in those days. They call it just Catholic now. But in my day, everything was done in Latin, so it was like the Roman Catholics. And they used to swing the incense. Oh, and the smell of it was so gorgeous. I don't know what perfume or whatever you want to call it it was. Was it myrrh or something? I used to be like the Bisto Kid, if you're old enough to remember that advert and you come from the UK, yeah. But the Bisto Kid used to follow the gravy smell. I was like that with the incense. This one I do love, even though it's tiny beads. So I will be keeping these. I have ordered some more that are just round beads, if you know what I mean. So they will be coming apart and being used for... My friend's making... Oh, she's made some lovely little birdie things. I think it's at it 24, didn't it? Like a little bird shape, but they've got little legs and she's put beads on the end of them. I can't show you them because they're not here. I'll have to do a video when we actually put the stall together on the 19th of November, if you are anywhere near Fleetwood Methodist. Because she's making little Christmas trees with like beads on them. What else is she doing? All sorts of bits. I'm not doing the Christmassy things really, because I'm not into these little nitty twitty things, but I will try. I do need to go in the shed. Really do. But this coming week, the family are going away for a week or 10 days. So I'll be all on my own. I mean, I'll be going out as usual with my Pope-mobile, my squeak-mobile. But I will have no dogs to look after, so I can sort of wander off and go in the shed at will, although it might be a bit chilly, but still. I am hoping to persuade 2 of my friends that I usually meet up for coffee on a Thursday. For one of them, it's a bit of a bike ride for her to come all the way down here, but if the weather's fine, you never know, I might be able to persuade her to come. We can have coffee here. We can get some sandwiches or order some cakes or something or other, and maybe I can get them to go in the shed, the dreaded shed. I don't want them to do anything, you know, I don't want them to tidy it all out. I just want a fresh pair of eyes to sort of look at things and sort out, you know, what's what and what's saleable, what they think is saleable, what is not, you know. It's good to have someone else to look at things. We were discussing that the other day, because every time I say, oh, look at this, well, oh, look at this beautiful shawl, isn't it absolutely gorgeous? My mother is in my ear, saying self-praise is no recommendation, Janet, or stop blowing your own trumpet. So I find it very difficult. When I had my Etsy shop, which I may have to open again, because I need to get rid of things, yeah, to sell things, not to get rid of them. I'm not that magnanimous that I'm going to give things away, you know what I mean? I need at least to get the money back for the wool. You know, help my little pension fund, you know what I mean? But anyway, I find it very difficult to put like this up on, say, when it's finished, it's obviously a bit small at the moment. Somebody did ask me, was it a bikini bottom when it was about yay big, and I said no, it would have to be considerably larger, yeah. And I find it very difficult to put this on and say, just look at this beautiful shawl, isn't it gorgeous, isn't it fabulous? Just the thing for draping around your shoulders on a cold evening. I could say that about something that you'd made. I could say, that's fantastic, that's lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colour, isn't it beautiful? But when it comes to my own, I have like, word block, I think the word is, word block. I try my best to say, you know, this will be fantastic, worn over black, or worn over this, worn over that. Isn't it gorgeous and that, but I just don't have the advertising blurb, you know. I would have never made, when I was in the shop, I could do it all the time. I wasn't selling my own products. I was showing people, look at this, it's new in today, isn't it fabulous? Just feel it, isn't it gorgeous? Feel how soft it is. It'd be lovely in a jumper, wouldn't it? I've just got the pattern that I think would look nice in this, and show it. I was a great saleswoman, I could sell Santa the Arabs, you know what I mean? But selling myself, can't do it. Can't do it. I'm still looking for ways. I've got the web page, we've got the web page. Look. Oh, I'm so popular. Nothing on it, because we haven't put anything on it yet. But I'm definitely going to start putting things on it, but I can only put 9 things on at once. Which is why I'm still debating whether to reopen the Etsy. The fees are astronomical. But people have said Depop, people have said Vinted, but they only want second-hand or stuff you've worn and you're not going to wear anymore. New Monday and other web pages just don't seem to get the footfall, yeah. I was going to try, as you know, to get a foot in, or a crochet hook in, a craft place in Liverpool, but she just wasn't interested. She's just interested in selling little things and cards and stuff. And I am in the wrong area for boho type people. Now, if I lived in Brighton perhaps, or somewhere else where they get, I mean, there's a place in Scotland that does all this crafty stuff and that, but you have to live there to go there, you know what I mean? So it's that. Oh, I haven't shown you my skirt. It's not new. I've had it years, but I found it in the wardrobe. Not worn it, found it. But it matches with... Oh, can you see it? Oh, you can't see it. Maybe I should back up and do a twirl. No, I still can't see it, can you? I'll hold it up. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? It's got sequins on it and gold on it. Very gypsy-ish. To be honest, I bought it quite a number of years ago when I was at my fattest, and the elastic in the waist was a little bit tight, and I kept thinking I'll slacken the elastic, I'll put a new piece of elastic in, and I didn't. Anyway, in the meantime I'm still losing weight, very slowly, but I am still losing weight. So I tried it on today and it fits. No more it goes around the waist, no more it fits, it fits, it fits. So I'm so happy. So I could wear it today. But as it's a bit chilly, I've got my fleece on. I have had, oh, this is, incidentally, this is my Los Angeles cup. I think I got it from Z. Golden NRJ 123, is it? Whatever. She's got a video up today of a new grandchild, yeah. Aurora. Yeah. So she's got a video up of her new baby. Well, not her baby, but you know. Yeah, I think she sent me that, yeah. So that's where that came from, my Los Angeles. If you see me doing this, it's because I've got a loose crown. It's waggling about like that. I rang up the dentist because I haven't had a dentist since I moved here. I always used to see to my teeth. I've never neglected them in my life. I've always seen to my teeth. But since I've come here, I haven't had a dentist. So it's, the crown's come off. It's like hanging by a thread. It's like that. So I rings up the dentist that somebody had recommended. We can't see you for 3 weeks, but you have to come in person to make the appointment. I thought, oh. So I've got to go all the way there on my scooter to go in there to make an appointment. They won't see me, I've got to make an appointment. And she said, we don't do NHS. I said, well, that's not a surprise, is it, you know. So she said, it'll be £45 just for the consultation, and then it'll be more if they do anything. I said, well, my crown's loose. When's your first appointment? She said, oh, about 3 or 4 weeks. But we can't make it until you come in person. If you need an emergency appointment, it'll be £85. But again, you have to come in person to make the appointment. What's going on these days? And I told my friend who recommended the place, and she said, oh, they didn't do that with me. She said they just took my details over, and I thought, maybe my face doesn't fit. It's nothing new, is it, you know? So the family have gone out tonight. I'm dog sitting wherever they happen to be. They're very quiet. Trixie was sitting in front of the fire that wasn't lit. That's what I was going to tell you. I've had lessons in how to light my fire, because with the family going away for a week or so, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So my son actually took the time, instead of shouting at me, he took the time to sit and show me, step by step by step, how to do it. Which he should have done in the first place. Instead of going, you're not learning how to do this, how are you going to do this when I'm not here? You're not watching, you're not watching. But my son's way of teaching you to do something is boom, 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 yeah? Whereas my idea of teaching somebody to do anything is, does you do this? Then you do that, and then you do the other. It's like me picking up a crochet hoop saying, this is how you do it. And you're going, huh? I missed that, how did you do the chain? You know, no crochet tutorial is ever, right, first you do a chain, then you do a row of trebles, or double crochet if you're in America. Again, why we have to be different, I don't know. This is one reason, well, the biggest reason why I never do a tutorial, or I never write a pattern. I am old school UK, old school, you can't change me. It's in my brain. It's been in my brain since I've been 13, yeah? A treble is a treble to me. I could not say, making a pattern, saying it's a double crochet, because I'd go wrong. It's alien, yeah? So this is why you will never get a tutorial from me. And you will never get a pattern. Because unless you're in the UK and you've been taught the UK way, don't forget that most people in the UK that are young were taught by YouTube, so they were taught US terminology. But not little old me. Little old me still back to front with the other tie. At least I'm better than my mum. She used to call things short stitch and long stitch. Is it any wonder my mother never taught me to crochet? She taught me to knit because everybody knits, well, apart from the continental knitters, everybody knits the same way, don't they? Except for the people who knit on those worms, you know. I cannot knit like that. I cannot for the life of me knit like that. Well, I can, but it's like in, over, through, off, in, over, through, off. I'd be all day. Whereas I have it under my arm and it's like, yeah. People say, don't you knit fast? I'm going, well, I don't do all this in, over, through and off business you do with them worms. Even socks. I knit socks, I think I've told you, with a macking. I will show you one day. A leather macking with my needle stuck in it, and I can knit a pair of socks in no time. Far quicker than anybody on them worms. You know, people say, have you done their socks already? And I'm going, yeah. So, I've done them. I actually knitted a sock once during a live. It was a longer live, but I actually knitted one complete sock during a live, yeah. It was on Google, and I was talking to people at the time and they were talking to me. And it did last about 4 hours or so, but I actually knitted a sock, yeah. Not lying, a sock. And it wasn't in thick wool, it was in the sock. 4-ply or fingering or whatever. It's another thing I can't get around. It's not number 4 weight, number 2 weight. You know, it's either 2-ply, 3-ply, 4-ply, double knit, Aaron. When people say, is it a 2 weight? I don't know, well, I have no idea what you're talking about. Old school. This is me. So anyway, I'm going to get myself sorted really for my live. Tidy up in here because I've been my new chair. Well, it's not my new chair. I'm claiming it as my new chair, but it's not my new chair. Yeah, it belongs to the family. It's got an ottoman that goes with it as well. If you can see it, I've got all my junk on it. A big ottoman, a big square ottoman. They're undecided whether they're going to keep or not. I do hope they do, because I can put my feet on it. But it's very big. It'd make a lovely dog bed, but don't tell them that. It'd make a really nice dog bed. Get 2 dogs on there, lovely. We've been rearranging, as I said before. We've had a new table and chairs. We've had this chair. They're looking for another one. They only had one, like this. So they're looking for something else, but they're going for the mix and match look. They're not going for the 2 chairs that look alike. Look, we're having the eclectic mix. Because my other chair's over there. Oh, if you can see it. I don't know what you can see. I'll have